Assalamu alaikum, my name is Salim Siddiqui and you're watching a video series on hotconflict.com, and we're talking about Eid, the great Muslim celebration. As you know by now, Muslims all over the world are gathered together with their families all over the earth to pray to the Lord Most High in the great Eid, or the great festival of the Muslims. And Muslims are those who call themselves submitting to the Lord Most High, or Islam. And all of them have gathered to pray, bowing their head in worship to the Lord, facing towards Mecca, the Kaaba, the holy house that Abraham and his son Ishmael built to worship the Lord Most High. And we said that to understand this story correctly, that one of the things that we do in this series is talk about some of the myths and misconceptions and tell you the story of the truth in a way that you've never heard it before. And we've been making some bold claims and amazing challenges. And as I've continued to tell you, if the story of the truth is being told, then each part of the story must continue to get more incredible and amazing, yet surprisingly be obvious and clear, and something that anyone can find out from any source. But before we get too far, we have to focus on the fundamentals, because I said there's nothing great about me telling the story. I'm just a son of Adam. So what are the fundamentals? The fundamentals are that we say we worship Allah, the Lord, the God Most High. And that the one thing we've understood in this story so far is that the Lord Most High, as has been known from the beginning of the story till now, is referred to as the light. Because the only true way to understand the Lord is to refer to him as the light, as all prophets of the Lord understood and educated their people in this story. And so we said that the Lord Most High is the creator of the universe and everything in it. He is higher and greater than that. There is no image or icon or cross or triangle or symbol that can describe the Lord Most High. He is greater than all of that. And so we said that part of the fundamentals is that the Lord created angels made of the light, and they do not have free will. They obey the commandments of the Lord. But there are another form of creation called the jinn. And we've gone through long descriptions of that issue and described that we're talking about creatures made of smokeless fire or other races that were created before mankind, and that they are in existence and are spread on this earth in a dimension that we can't see, or the unseen world, and throughout the galaxy and universe. And we've continued to say that this is an intergalactic struggle of epic proportions between people who follow the light and the battle over the dark. Now, we've said that Satan, who is the leader of the other races at that time, challenged Adam upon the creation and began this war. Now, the thing that we understood about some of the other races is that they are of the darkness, following Satan, not having the light, and that they will continue to misdirect us and deceive us. And so we've continued to tell the story as the fundamentals go, that there will be prophets in succession bringing the word, as the Lord Most High taught Adam the word and the names of all things, and that the prophets would all bear the truth of the light of these fundamentals, that we are sons of Adam. We live, we die, we are breathed of the soul, and our souls will be raised, and we will be judged by the Lord Most High, the one who has created the universe and everything in it. And there is punishment, reward in heaven and hell, and a final fundamental that we should not forget, that the Lord Most High, the creator of the universe, is the one who knows and sees and understands all of this, and he is the planner and the qadir of all things. And so we've continued to talk about the process of understanding this story and keeping these fundamentals, and we've said that always understand in the story that we're talking about a battle between light versus dark. And unfortunately, we've said throughout this history, mankind has been tricked and deceived many times throughout many civilizations, and at times we've talked about how there's been contact and communication with various other of the alien races or jinn races that are without the universe, and that some of them have been malevolent and some of them have been benevolent. And so since we're talking about some of the strange concepts, again, I've got to give the caveat that I am not a conspiracy theorist or a soothsayer or a fortune teller or some kind of predictor. I am claiming to know nothing but the word and telling you a story just in a way that you have never heard it before in the English tongue. And so because I'm telling you the story, I want you to continue to remember the fundamentals, and that as the storyteller, I am claiming that this is not just a tale of fiction, that this is the story of the truth, and so therefore it must be what? It must be greater and grander than anything you have known before. It must be, yes, sometimes a little bit scarier, as so many people are interested in the parts of the conversation where I've talked about the dark and the supernatural. But we must always remember that we're saying that those who have faith in the Lord Most High and understand our position as the Lord has made us the most superior race of the races, is that we are to worship the Lord Most High and not forget that concept. And that is how you gain the light. Now, many people are attracted to the darkness and have been deceived. And we've talked, before we get into the rest of the story, because we were just about to get to a very dramatic point, like I said, we need to make this caveat again, because many people get deceived and they become interested in communication and mediums and divining rods and all other kinds of other secret artifacts or possessed objects and whatnot. And many people are trying to learn information from the other side. But we're saying if you understand the story of truth and someone who tells you the story of the truth, then we are always going to tell you the reality that it is the Lord Most High who's created everything in this universe, and therefore to understand the Lord Most High and have knowledge of His words is always going to be greater than any knowledge of aliens and other races and other dimensions, because we're saying that the knowledge that some people are so excitedly seeking of the other side is just part of the creation. Yes, I'm telling you that the tale I'm telling you is so weird and strange, but at the same time, I'm telling you all the strange and weird parts are not ever going to be greater. Knowing all the weirdness of our galaxies and all the other aliens in life, and we've continued to talk about that, and the galactic struggle for water as the great purifier and life bringer, and some of the concepts that are way out there that both the most intelligent of our people and those who are in the know of the most secret of secret groups understand as I'm relating to you, that we should never be tricked by that into not understanding that isn't it always going to be greater to know the truth of the story of the Lord, the one who has created the universe and everything in it. You are searching for the light of the one that is higher and greater than all that. And because the story must fit and work perfectly, it must be true that the power of the word of the Lord Most High is more powerful than any kind of supernatural power. Okay, and since we're getting to this point in the story where we're going to make a dramatic shift and telling you how it is that I, a humble servant of God, am able to give you this tale, it is going to be part of the story that is dramatic yet so surprisingly beautiful. We're saying that we must remember that we are not talking about a soothsayer making predictions. We are not using some medium form to try and tell a story. We are not suggesting that this is some kind of secret cover-up that is now being released. No, we are telling you that this is the truth of everything. And because it is the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God, by understanding this story of truth, you should be able to know all of the answers to all of the questions that people have been pondering about since the beginning of time.